To all my viewers, let me wish you a happy new year 2024. I wish you good health and I wish you prosperity and peace in your homes wherever it is that you are watching this. We are in 2024. It is a wonderful day. Today is Friday the 5th. And I'm bringing you this information so that you know what is going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, like I said before, I am not in my studio where I normally bring you this information, but I am traveling, and that's the reason why you can see the setting as it is. But I'm sure that you are already aware of the fact that the DRC has a new, when I say new president, a re-elected president, that is Fatshi Beton, and he is, as you know, you have been listening to me throughout when the campaign started. I was already predicting, I was already telling you, based on the information that we had on the ground, what we were seeing happening there, that there was one candidate that was ahead of the game, and that is Fatshi Beton. And today he has been proclaimed. When I say today, I mean the 31st. We had results of the campaign of the elections, and he obviously is the winner. Now, I predicted 81, but obviously 73% of the ballots. This has never happened before. It's the first time where we've had an outgoing president re-elected with this kind of percentage. Now, nothing was rigged. Now, I tell you what, I don't know everything that there is to know, but I'm saying based on what we could actually see happening on the ground, the amount of people that were going out to listen to the president and those who attended his meeting, and based on all the collective information we have about other candidates, there were 24 candidates and each one of them went about doing their campaigning, but I can tell you that none of them did as much as Fatshi Beton did. He had about 54 meetings and visited 26 provinces, and many people come out, just to hear and to listen to what he had to say. Now, it doesn't surprise me that this is what the result is, because he obviously will be confirmed. The provisional result will be confirmed in days to come. I think in about 5 days by the Constitutional Court, he would obviously confirm those results. But let me just say that the joy that you can see amongst Congolese people can tell you by itself. Now, I know that sometimes, the media can, manipulate image and try to make it what it's not, but I can tell you, because I was there when this was happening, it was just such a new phenomenon where people came out in crowds because they wanted to tell the president that the people do appreciate him and they want him back in order to leave the country again. Now, I believe that this was a decisive moment. You can see obviously out there, because the opposition don't want to accept the results. So they say that, this was rigged and so on and so forth, and people, but this is only a minority of people who are coming out in the street, to say, look, we're not happy with this, and, we want the elections to redo everything again, if you like. They're not happy with the result. But I do know that, why they're saying that is because the candidates that they wanted to see didn't actually happen. But it is a small minority. It's 0.0, not 0.0001%. It's probably about 100, not even 1,000 people who are actually protesting like this. But I tell you what, it's been such an amazing campaign for President Felix Tshisekedi, whom we call Fatshi Beton. He did so well, so brilliantly, and I tell you, he outsmart all his opponents during these elections. And I can already see that the Congo is going to go into new heights just by him, by virtue of him being re-elected again, being given the opportunity to carry out the vision that he had in his heart for the DRC. And I also believe that he's going to have the majority in parliament, and he's going to choose a prime minister that will be suggested to him. And I can tell you that, I can only see that the next 5 years will be somewhat easier. I want to say easier in terms of decision making and executing his vision for the DRC, because this didn't happen before, because the party that he was in alliance with, that is a PPRD, didn't actually help him do what he was supposed to do. But right now, the people have renewed their trust in him and given him a new mandate, 5 years for him to carry out his vision, and I can tell you he will do it. Look, he's so happy, he's very excited that the people have actually trusted him to give him another 5 years, and he's just really thanking them for everything that they have done. So this is an opportunity, such an opportunity for him to be able to do and execute his vision. And I believe that, he will do well. You see, the Congo, the DRC is the envy of many nations, and he knows it. He knows it. He knows that there are so many people who are looking for their opportunity to come into Congo and take and loot and steal and take that which we Congolese supposed to be enjoying. And President is actually there as a nationalist. He stands there. He wants Congolese to enjoy the wealth that we have in our country. Look at the stadium full of people coming to celebrate with him, coming to tell him how much they love and really appreciate him as being president. I mean, he did so much, and his history, his background, and his father. They've done so much for the DRC. Now, obviously, I know that when you don't approve of someone, you will find negative things to say. I mean, if somebody doesn't approve of me, they'll find something negative to say about me. And this is also the case, for the president. I believe that he has such a good vision for our country, and I believe that our country will advance and will go forward under his leadership. And I have to say that, many people underestimated his pedigree as a president. They didn't think even that this will be happening. Even the former president, that is Joseph Kabila, I think where he is right now, he's probably saying to himself, my God, I underestimated this man, because the things that he has been able to do in the past 5 years, it actually proves to us as Congolese and people, those that love Congo, they know that this man is capable of. Look at the people, how they are happy. They're so excited when he was actually pronounced to have won the elections. I mean, people were so happy everywhere. They were just jumping up and down, really showing how much they appreciate him, how much they love him. People are giving testimonies. They're saying all these good things, about the president. I tell you, it is my own opinion right here, but I tell you, I'm so excited and I'm looking forward to the next 5 years. What I believe is going to happen to this. And now what we see is you have some candidates. Look at them here, all them lined up here. They didn't even prepare themselves, for these elections, and they were presidential candidates. Look at them, look at them. None of them really was ready for this. They thought that it would not happen. They were just looking forward to protest. And this is what they're doing. They're protesting about the election result. But like I said, this is only a small minority of people. Not a lot of people out there. Look what they're doing. Really, if you want to protest, is this really how it's done? Look, can you count how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 12, 20. Yeah, there are about 20 people really. Look at how this is. This is not how you carry out a protest. About 20 people carrying a banner and saying that this and that. No, you will have masses of people who are really enraged, and but that's not the case. As I said, when you think about the fact that Joseph Kabila, where he's sitting at the moment, he is thinking to himself, my gosh, I underestimated this man. Because I tell you, what President that Felix Tshisekedi is going to do in this country, Congo, he will leave an imprint that many that will come after him will know and understand that no, somebody came into power. We were there for 18 years with Kabila. His time is gone. Now Fatshi is there, and the things that he has done, and also the way that the manner in which Seni proclaimed the elections, it tells you a lot about the willingness and the heart, the desire for transparency, and it was also inclusive, and that's what people wanted. Katumbi was there, and so many people were there. In terms of because so many people thought Katumbi was not going to be allowed to run. No, he allowed him to run the Seni. He said, "Here, let him run." But now he knows himself that he has no chance. That the people were going to vote for him to run the country. No, it's not that people have an issue with him, but it's just that the country and the situation that we're experiencing at the moment needs someone as a nationalist at the head of the country in order to protect and be able to do what we Congolese people want him to do. And the man to do that is Fatshi Beton. And he will be there, and he will do amazing things. You know what? I understand the signal that has gone out to the Western world. Many of them didn't want to see him succeed and become re-elected again. He sent a strong message to them because they don't want to have him there. They want somebody that they can manipulate, control, and dictate. But they cannot dictate him. They cannot control him. They cannot manipulate him. He's a nationalist. He wants the good of the country. Of course, the borders are open. Of course, business, is open. And of course, he wants to stretch hands and be able to work with other nations, but you cannot do that at the peril of our own country. He says it. He says, no, this time we can do business. It's going to be a win-win. And this is what we want, for Congolese people to enjoy what we do have in our countries. Otherwise, what is the point? What is the point? Victory has come, and we know that the next 5 years, by God's grace, it's going to be wonderful. And I tell you what, because we still have problems in eastern part of the Congo, he is the man who's going to obviously propel and give the country the momentum to bring that to an end. Because if we had somebody else, I don't think they'll be up to it. But he is up to it, and he's going to face alongside Congolese, and the entire country is going to rise in order to stand against any country that opposes or wants to do harm to the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is what we have decided to do, to fight for our country and to make sure that no one takes a small portion of our land. No one will do it. And all the people that came with that idea, and I know that the international community somewhat was backing the plan in order to be able to what's the term, in order to divide and conquer and be able to help our neighboring country to come and steal and be able to have access to our minerals. But I tell you what, I'm so happy and so excited that Fatshi Beton is re-elected, and I tell you, the gap is just so mind-boggling. Who could have seen this? But I could have seen this coming, because I could see how much people really appreciate him, and I'm one of those people who really appreciate him being in power. And I tell you what, I believe that the next 5 years and beyond is going to be amazing for the Democratic Republic of Congo. So let's stand together and congratulate him, and let's get excited like the people here are so happy and so excited, and we will see how things will unfold. Look, I'll be covering and telling you, what are the plans going forward. So stay tuned to this channel. I will be sharing with you some nuggets in terms of what is to happen in days, weeks and months to come. Now, if you have not yet shared this link with others, please invite other people to subscribe. The more of you subscribe, the better it is. I'm encouraged to continue to do more more of this for you, because I know that there are people watching the information that I'm putting out there. So please, wherever you are, share this link with others, invite them to like and subscribe, and like I said, we'll endeavor to bring you the news on this on the DRC, and we really want to focus on the next 5 years, and you will be aware of what will be happening day after day, and weeks and months, so on and so forth. So please, like I said again, do click that button,